Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you're ready to start another great week off. Let's see who all we got in here. We got Lisa Ann. I was reading her comment there about her early birthday. That sounds like an awesome meal. Let's see here. We got Ben coming in. How you doing, Ben? Willie CK. How you doing, Ben? Hope you all are having a great weekend. I had a very good weekend. Very productive Saturday. Actually, productive today, Saturday and today. Saturday, I worked in the shop, got a bunch of side work done, ready to get kicked out of here. And then today, I did housework. So, hey, Ken, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. So, I just got done eating dinner, so I'm having my dessert, which is Chips Ahoy fudge-filled cookies. Uh, that sounds like a cool little Steam setup. So, we got, let's see, yesterday we got a riding mower all serviced, push mower all serviced, weed eater, cleaned the shop up a little bit. So didn't get it completely cleaned. It still needs like 2 or 3 days worth of work. But it's getting slowly. Got ready to do some other projects. Got to work on Plan B. Bowling season is starting really quick. So, yes, Scott, I am also the maid, cook, and chief bottle washer. So, Miss Carol, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Must be having a Cajun raid. So, but Plan B, we got to do the head gasket on it yet. I'm waiting for parts for the K series. If you guys watched that video, the cam shims are in the mail. So, hey, there's Mater. How you doing, Mater?
Pretty good. Had to go get rid of some of this. I did this same day I wound up getting this last time. So, it's time to get rid of it.
Well, I need to make an appointment to get mine chopped off.
Yep. Well, for me, I got lucky that someone donated money for me to do it, which that money there went for doctor's appointment.
Hey, somebody wants to put up a grand. I'll shave my. I won't shave it completely bald, but I'll go real short, like an inch
Well,
long.
right. Well, mine wasn't short. I mean, it was Crystal just used an electric razor. I mean, I still had some stubble up there, like some probably maybe an 80 or 60 grit sandpaper.
I need a little bit more than that. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in.
Yep. Lisa, Briggs, Ben, Willie,
And
Ken.
yeah, I need a domestic engineer. I need one that will come and do the work and then leave. I don't need one that's a live-in.
Yep. Hey, Jamie. But yeah, I did the video and everything earlier. I went to my favorite store today,
What's that one?
Harbor Freight. Now, I mean, today was the last day for Inside Track Club members getting 30% off.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, and I think I did. The math was correct. Saved almost $18.
That's awesome. Everything I want to buy, everything I want to buy is over $30. So
Well, the deal was it had to be $20 or less.
I thought Inside Track was $30 or less, and then regular everybody else was $20 left because they got 20%.
I don't have my phone, so I can't check it.
Hey,
There's it. But yeah, everything I wanted to get, I saved is basically 1/3 the price and everything. So like,
Right.
okay,
Right. That's where it's awesome.
Hey,
So,
listening.
that's why I was saying in my videos, like if you're not on, an Inside Track Club member, you'll be surprised how much you can save. By the time I've had mine for a little bit over a year, I know I've saved well over $200.
The very first purchase I made, getting my Inside Track Club, what I saved paid for the year membership.
Yep.
And that's why she suggested it. She said, "Hey, if you do the Inside Track Club today, it's gonna pay for it'll pay for itself." So
yeah, I was at the Waxahachie store, and some lady went with the I think the 1 year membership, but it's cheaper to go 2 year. Was it like 40 or $45 for 2 year?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and
Hey, BG.
Hi, Breezy.
hey, Breezy. Well, yeah, second chance. Yeah, you do save a lot by not going, but you're probably spending it somewhere else. But no, this lady, she wound up getting the 1 year, and she saved about $35 just by having it. So it paid for itself right then and there.
Right. And by the way, I decided I needed a little cup of coffee. This is
That's a thimbleful.
I got my other cup sitting over here too, but
Well, I got mine sitting right here, but what's in there is from this morning when leaving.
Yep.
Inside.
Nuke it.
Man, I'm not gonna nuke it.
Hi, second chance.
I could.
Well, I did actually buy a new coffee cup yesterday when I was at the Wally World. I've needed one for a while because the one I have that I've been using for the last like 3 weeks doesn't fit in my cup holder right, and I can't get it spaced to stand up all the time. So
Oh, it only fits left.
Yeah. So I was going to just break down and pay the $20-something. They were, the couple of them I looked at, and they actually had the Built brand coffee cups on sale for $10. Well, some of them were 9 something, and the other ones were $10. The one I wanted, they didn't have in stock, but I ended up going with a just a blue one, nice, metallic blue. Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Hey, Lisa.
Oh, the missus is in control.
Yeah. Well, for me, Dollar Tree for mine. I think when I got this, it was right after they went up on the price, so $1.25. I'm going, okay, that'll work.
Well, I need a thermal one for work because I can't take a regular glass cup or an open top cup.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I had 2 objectives today going to Harbor Freight. One was getting the tools I wanted. Second was talking to the manager. And manager and I had a nice little talk. And if things work out right, that means from 4 in the morning till 8 in the morning, I'll be down south.
That's awesome.
Now, it's only 12 hours a week, though, but it could extend more when they get a truck in for an additional 4.5, about 4.5 hours.
Let's see if you stop in, Daryl.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to get this stupid computer to work again.
Oh, and I know.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cajun Coin Raid.
yeah, Cajun Coin Raid. Well,
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for
my
stopping in, everybody.
mouse on this daggum laptop died. Won't do nothing. So I found a plug kind in, and now I got to figure out how to use the daggum thing.
Well, Daryl, it helps if you give the mouse some cheese. That way they don't die.
I'd rather have a cat.
No comment
They don't
on
give you
that.
them, though.
Yeah, my backup laptop, the 2 little buttons don't work right all the time. So you got to highlight it, and then use the enter key sometimes.
Yeah,
It's just my backup laptop. It ain't nothing special.
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna back this one up. back that GMC over the top of this one. I think it might aggravated it for the last hour. What the problems I've been trying to get it to work. So,
Is that GMC going to make it that far?
yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what the problem is with this thing. It keeps wanting to shut off all by itself. I mean, I could come in and I'm working on it and do something, and all of a sudden it will literally turn itself off. So if I do pop out, that's because it's shut off. It'll turn right back on.
No, Ben, I had to get my little mouse out and go. I had to turn the furry ears off it so I can get this for it.
And what's the matter with Kohler's there, Willie?
Oh, they all have their good and bad points.
Oh, Ed, something I was curious about. When you were you did that video on that engine you were putting back together, especially after you realized, oh, I got the crank in there backwards. Are all the Kohler engines like that in the V, let's say like a V twin?
What do you, in what respect?
Does it have like where the crankshaft goes in, but you still got the bottom that takes like an oil pan?
No. The V twins, everything is done from the side. The K series are the only ones that do that.
I ain't got to watch it yet, but you go into pushing sleds instead of pulling them, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you're putting them in backwards like that, I mean.
I was curious if the V's were the same way or not, or if it was the same way like on this Predator, where it's a solid bottom and everything.
No, the commands have those solid bottom and stuff on them. But
Boy, you don't have a biscuit for her, Daryl?
She's eat everything in the house, Jeff, and she's pooped everything in the house. She peed on everything in the house,
Marking
And
out
she-
territory.
and she bites everything in the house. So
it bites everything. Hey, Rail, how you doing?
hey,
Hey,
Ralph.
Yeah. That was actually filmed over like 4 days. And that was after I worked my normal day job and had already been out there in the shop working for 2 or 3 hours on other stuff.
Right.
And I was getting quite tired at the end of there.
Yeah, I could tell because you were not saying what you were meaning.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got called out on it.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one that said, "Hey, is that I guess the old age with the CSR? Can't remember squat."
Well, somebody else actually had a 4-point nice little paragraph, but it's one of them, another one of them keyboard warriors,
Yeah.
Those are real professionals when they break them down into points.
I mean, you go check out their channel and there's no content.
And
You
of course, right. I was gonna say for me, I was just jabbing at you.
Oh yeah, I know you were.
But Ed knows Ed knows I'm gonna put a sarcastic comment.
Right.
I've seen it, so.
But then you go look them up on Facebook, and it's has nothing to do with small engines or tractor pulling or anything like that. So I just love the professional keyboard mechanics.
Yeah.
Well,
I probably wouldn't know what to do with both hands out in front of them and the engine there also.
Right.
And the book. You gotta have the book.
Yep.
And the car, and the tool to plug in. I mean, if you don't have a plug-in tool, I mean, you can't work on nothing. You can't even change parts.
Yeah. Oh, those scanners nowadays is like, I mean, the way cars are so computerized,
Yeah, but
it's like, I mean, there was, have you ever seen that wrenching with Kenny?
yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
He had I forget what kind of vehicle it was. I think it was a Chevy. Come in and they said they were having a problem with their anti-lock brakes. And he hooked up his scanner and everything to it. And he can read the input and everything for the sensor and everything for the right front by itself.
Yep.
And it come to find out it was the sensor itself that's gone bad.
Yep.
I'm going. Damn, it's so damn simple and easy nowadays.
Well, most of the anti-lock brake systems use a wheel speed sensor, and it compares all four wheels, and that's how it tells if one's slipping or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, you can bring that up on the scanner and watch each one of those wheel speed sensors, and sometimes it's highly. I mean, you can look right at it, and it's like there's like a 5 mile an hour difference or something like that. But then there's some that everything will be fine. You get to that certain speed, and it starts dropping out.
Yep.
And then it'll show a code up on that.
I'm surprised the manufacturers hadn't got those tablets, the scanners and everything smart enough to even go out there and fix it. Once they figured it out, say, okay, I got it fixed for you.
Well, the last new truck I drove, I was going down the road and it quit pulling, so I called up road service before I pulled, right before I could get to a truck stop. I thought it was going to shut down on the side of the road, and I called them up, and they told me on the damn telephone what was wrong with the truck. Said it's the fuel filter clogged up, and I said, "Well, where do I stop and get one?" We don't change fuel filters on the road. I said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you what." I said, "This truck is going to Atlanta, Georgia, and if it don't get a fuel filter put in Atlanta, Georgia, I mean." So in other words, I was telling them I had to drop that load in Atlanta, Georgia because we had a terminal there, so they would go to the company shop. I said, you tell me where I can buy the damn filter at, and I'll stop and put the filter in. Oh, we don't want you working on the truck. Well, I said,
They're a good box, Miss Carol, but they're expensive.
Yes. I read that comment too.
I've never dealt with one.
Yeah, most of your companies don't want the drivers working on them.
no, but
Most mechanics don't want the drivers working on them because probably over half the mechanic or drivers don't know what they're doing.
well, I mean,
No, you got Jamie.
I was out turning wrenches on trucks
Right.
before some of them daggum so-called mechanics was even born. So I mean,
Yeah, but a lot of your new drivers can't even afford a pair of closed-toe shoes and a full pair of jeans, let alone wrench something.
What are you trying to say?
yeah, but they can afford a turbine.
I ain't saying shit, man. I just from what I've seen.
I mean, I guarantee you, Jeff sees a bunch of them wearing their turbines. I mean, them turbines come off. They wear a bunch of turbines up there around where Jeff's at.
I can understand wearing a pair of flip flops if you're going in to take a shower, but if you're just stopping to get fuel or getting something to eat or something like that, put a pair of regular shoes on.
No.
I
don't want to see them crusty things.
You mean I can't? I'm not supposed to walk in the truck stop with my bikini bottom on?
No.
Yeah.
Only if you're covering it up with a tutu.
That's something I don't want to see. I don't even want to try to take a picture of that in my head.
Yeah.
No.
I can be able to sleep tonight. Thanks, Daryl. You're a real friend.
Yeah.
Ken, no, I have not found
a bag of cookies now for you. How's that?
Ken, I have not found a carburetor for you yet. I looked at a couple I had out in the shop, but I didn't even text Mark because he was leaving this morning to drive, and he don't answer his text messages. So I'll text Sandy later, either tonight or tomorrow, and have her ask him if he has a stock one laying around. So.
Well, Lisa,
What
that's what
kind of
Crystal.
carb does he need?
One for a Kohler K 301.
That be the same as the 321?
Should be, yeah.
I gotta look. I might possibly have one.
Okay. I think I wanna say I have one out in the shop somewhere, but I gotta locate it. It's from a friend of my brother's. He's got one and he says it's acting like it's loading up, and he bought like the most cheapest one he could find on Amazon, and they're some of them carburetors are okay carburetors, but you got to go through them and make sure all the orifices and everything are match your original carburetor. But when he got the tractor, it didn't have a carb on it at all. So but yeah, I think I've got a stock one out there somewhere. I may have to redo the throttle shaft in it, but not a big deal. You can buy them bushings and stuff.
I know that carburetor I got for that riding mower of mine. Went to eBay for that one, and usually you can get them for what, $15-$20?
Yep.
No, try about 150.
Yeah,
For
I'm
that
gonna
for a twin.
I'm gonna go look on iSave Tractors. He's got a lot of Kohler parts. It seems like a pretty good dude. So,
Stay away from the Kohler Courage.
oh yeah. No, if it's not a K series, I don't want to mess with it. So,
What's so special about the K series?
they're built back when they're the way they're supposed to be built, solid.
No
You know,
electronics.
the Courages and stuff were when they started doing the aluminum blocks and
Plastic cams.
Mm-hmm.
and more electronics on them.
So basically, they were built to be kind of indestructible, kind of like the Slant 6 from Chrysler.
Yeah. Hey, there's Nate. Go Kurt's going fishing.
Hey,
Nate's getting back into the old mini bike game. He's got a couple of them sitting there.
Mark's saying he's got two or three of the K series carbs.
Okay.
What are you doing listening to this? You should be driving.
Well, he might have had to pull the truck. Might have told him to pull over and have some coffee.
His luck, yeah, that's what it did. Them new electric trucks.
Yeah.
Well, if he had one of them electric trucks, he wouldn't make it over here. We already know that.
He went and got one of them new Mac EVs that don't have a charging station.
no.
I'm just curious, how did they get that thing charged back up? If they didn't have one there and they didn't have one at the dealership,
It's probably sitting out in the back lot right now.
Probably.
Yeah, they probably winched it up onto a trailer and hauled it somewhere.
Mark's one of them solar powered drivers nowadays. I mean, the sun starts setting and he has to pull over because they don't have no sunlight left.
No, I watch a guy called Dirt Perfect. He's out of Indiana, and he was at the equipment show, and he tested. I want to say it's Hyundai excavators, electric ones, and they're pretty slick. But they've got a big, huge diesel generator sitting right there on site, to charge them.
Yep.
But like they were talking, it burns less diesel fuel charging it than it does operating it for a 12-hour shift. So it is actually greener. It's not 100% green, but for like if you're working in inner city, some places where it's noise restriction, stuff like that.
Right.
That's what they're marketing them towards. They're not marketing them towards the guys that do site work. They're more in the stone pits, stuff like that, where they're on location. They're not not trying to market them to the guys that, are only going to be on site maybe 2-3 days and then have to transport it someplace else. A couple of days there, a couple of days, boom, 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 and have to tow a trailer around and have to do this and that. They're marketing more towards the on-site market. So.
Oh, I don't remember the brand. I know it was in blue, but I seen a video of a guy. He's out there mowing his yard. Of course, he's got 6-foot mower deck out back and everything. But he's up on the tractor, and it's an EV. I'm going, damn! Now they're coming out with EV tractors, and I'm not talking about your lawn tractor. I'm talking about like what you find out there on the farm.
Yeah, last year or the year before down at the GIE, one of their electric zero turns actually caught on fire.
I've heard about several of them catching on fire.
Well, this one was right in the middle of a show at a demonstration. I want to say it was Exmarks. I don't know. How much cheaper it is for electric compared. Well, Willie, you got to consider. I mean, like they were saying, there's 2 different ways of charging. There's a slow over like 6-hour period or 8-hour period, or a quick charge for like an hour lunch. If you're only running that diesel motor or whatever for 4, 6 hours, 8 hours, compared to the 12 working it hard at full RPM. You're gonna have to save some money somewhere, fuel cost.
We don't need to see that now, Daryl.
Well, I mean, y'all ain't started yet, so I mean, I'm checking before I'm even paying.
Well, I ain't got nothing to munch on tonight.
Well, at least you don't have
I
to.
do, but I'm not gonna, because you give me a guilty feeling every time I do that.
I was reading Nate's comment there. Well, Nate, at least you don't have to bump start it.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of wondering if she the one have to do the kickstart.
Yeah, she don't need him. Why do you think she was never on camera there? When he was still doing a live stream, she very seldom be on camera anymore. She don't need him.
We got something better to do.
That's right.
I spent 3 hours on Craigslist today.
3 hours?
Yes.
What are you doing on Craigslist?
I went from Maine all the way down to Virginia, over to Tennessee, up to Kentucky, back up to Ohio, and down through Indiana.
Okay.
I was looking for an international truck, and you know what? I have yet to find anything that was older than like 1988 or 90.
Yeah. Well, in that part of the country, they're probably all rusted away and sitting in the side fields.
Yep.
Well, I know when you got used to when you got over by like Lima and Finley and stuff, you'd start finding them around Fort Wayne and stuff, but it's like nothing.
Well, there's a guy I watch on YouTube, and he's up in Kansas, and he's always finding a lot of the older internationals.
Right there you go, Jeff.
Yeah,
Nate's got a 71 dump truck.
Yeah, but that's what was that, a Chevy or something?
C50, I think.
Well, I know the guy down the road, right down the road from here, had a Scout sitting out in his yard. I don't know whether it's still down there or not.
You're looking for a big truck though, Jeff, aren't you? You're not looking for a pickup truck, right?
No, I want to find a nice load store.
Yeah.
Actually, there is one on there. It's a 71 or something like that. It's 4-wheel drive.
Ooh.
It's got a short back end, but he wants $9,000 for it.
Ooh.
Hey, Tommy, Mike.
Hey, Tommy. There was a farmer up north of me here that had a 4-wheel drive Lodestar sitting out by the road for probably 2 or 3 years. It was 4-wheel drive, but it had a shit tank on the back of it.
Yeah.
and it
So you
didn't
know
look
that
like
thing worked.
it didn't look like he cleaned it out before he pulled it out there. So
But it was, but Jeff's in New Jersey, though. You know, they call it New Jersey anyway. I mean, it's the garbage state, so
yeah.
that might work out pretty good over there.
Sorry about that, Ben. I thought I shut that stuff off. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that again because there were. I just noticed a check mark a couple weeks ago. You can check or uncheck to put ads in your live videos, and they were doing it automatically. And if you want to shut it off, you gotta either click the check mark or unclick the check mark, one of the two. So I'm gonna have to go back and check that to see if it went back to having ads in the live video.
Oh, so you can say whether or not you want ads or not?
Yeah, during the live, yes.
Okay, because I know someone, he does his stream on Sunday nights, and so far, people say, yeah, all of a sudden ads will start popping in.
Yeah, I noticed it a couple. If you go into the on YouTube side on the where you're setting up your monetization and stuff, there's I forget what page it's on, but there's some place you can turn it. You can turn it on and off. Leave the ads there. Yeah, that'd be nice. But you know, if people were going to start tuning out because there's ads in it, then you know,
There's no point.
Right.
Well, I did find a nice old international record out, probably about 2 hours from here, right off 78. It's one of them old R230s or whatever they are. Big four-wheel drive thing. It's got a 40-ton well-built body on the back of it. It's got the big 501 6-cylinder under the hood.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I've got me an account over on Rumble. I've got 3 videos up. All 4 of them are already monetized.
Yeah, I've got an account over there too, and all my videos automatically upload there. I haven't even went over and looked to see if I've made any money or not.
I looked on mine and it's like goose egg, goose egg, goose egg. Okay, never mind. Still waiting. That's okay.
Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Thank
you working today, Thomas? Hope not.
Thomas.
I want to see you get in trouble.
Thomas is always working, man. Even when he's not,
he's always getting in trouble too.
Even when he's not at work, he's still working. He's that Tecumseh guy.
No, what Ed's saying is get either check to have ads or unchecked for no ads or something like that. One way or the other.
I have to look and see if the check mark is checked to put ads in, or if it is unchecked to not have ads. Yep. I don't have to check to see if the check is checked.
You just got to check to see if it's there or not.
Okay. But let's see.
I might buy a toolbox off of Harbor Freight there, Mater.
Oh, really? Which one?
Well,
you gonna get that?
that big, huh?
You gonna get that Series 3?
The U.S. General, the big box.
Yeah.
You know how it's got the big side cabinet on it?
Yep.
I'm thinking about that.
Now, are you looking at the Series 2 or Series 3?
I didn't know there was a 2 or 3.
Yep. They got the Series 3 fixing to be in stores, and the Series 2, which is like what I've got, they're selling them out. They're getting rid of them. They got them clearance, and up like this. I can find a top box. I cannot find any bottom boxes in the Series 2 in the 72-inch here in Texas. There are none.
Well, I've been looking at that. what is it, 5 or 6 drawer tool cart. The one that has
Yep.
the one that's all drawers. There's no space underneath.
Right. Oh,
I've been
the service cart.
Yeah, I've been looking at that for work for the last 2 or 3 months. Probably
The
in
Harbor
July.
Freight, yeah. I was gonna say that Harbor Freight one today. They had the 5 drawer, and it said open box, like $231.
hmm Well, what pisses me off is I go into my local one, all the drawers are locked.
That's what pissed me off the other week. I went
You
in mine, and it was every one of the drawers was locked. And I said, it pissed me off. So
Yeah, I looked at I looked for the manager, found the manager, and asked him. I said, "Do you got the keys to this thing? I want to look at the ends." He said, "Well, it's just a drawer." I said, "Yeah, but I want a visual of how far it comes out, how deep it is. I know what my tools and stuff what'll fit in there."
Right.
Hey, there's Cajun. How you doing, buddy?
Hi there, how you doing?
Hey, Cajun.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Mater. Hey, Daryl. Hello,
Didn't I
everybody
see
in
you a
chat.
little while ago? I think I saw you a little while ago.
Yeah, sure did.
Or is my mind playing tricks on me again?
Yeah, Missy was telling me that, hey, everybody's coming in for a Cajun raid, that is. I'm like, I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So
Really?
you talked to the manager, Ed, about the drawers being locked, and what happened?
He said he didn't have a key for it. He said, but they're just drawers.
No, it makes a difference when a customer can pull the drawer out to see
Yeah.
how smooth
Yeah.
it is and such
Right.
as.
Right.
They probably don't want kids,
Right.
hanging on.
Right. That's what they want. They don't want people slamming them open or leaving them open or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't want them getting beat up. But if a customer is serious about buying one, unlock the damn box and let them look at it.
Yeah.
And that's why I was
measure
saying,
to
Jeff,
see how deep it is, the drawer itself, not the whole cabinet, but
Right.
yeah. Oh, if I would ask the manager if he could unlock it so I could try it, and he tells me no, I'm gonna say, well, I'm going to Lowe's. You just lost
Hey,
this.
Renegade.
I'll go back when there's a different manager in, and there's one that's there usually whenever I'm there. This was a different guy there's a woman that's in there most of the time. She's a pretty nice lady, but
There's a
I'll go
lady
back.
manager at ours too. Well, the one in Opelousas. I don't know who's the one in Crawley. That one's
Oh.
about easy to get to.
Hi, Renegade.
Hey, Renegade.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
everybody.
I was going to say, Jeff, I know that a couple of weeks ago when I was watching Dinner Tools, someone said they walked into a Harbor Freight and they bought the Series 2 72-inch top and bottom box. It was their display, and they picked up both of them for like $800.
Really? You ain't doing that here. I tried that with one box, and the guy's like, well, it's a display. I said, well, you want to sell it, or are you just going to sit on it like a savings bond? He's like, well, I'm not. It's my display. It's like, well, if
Yeah.
it's the only one you got, and you don't have anything else, you don't even know when the next one's coming, why wouldn't you sell it?
Right. Well, the
It's
thing
my
about it is,
display.
right, well, that's their Series 2, okay? If
They're
it's a
clearance.
Series 2, they're going to want to get rid of it because they've already got them all clearance. Stores are selling their display. And I know that I talked to a different manager, same store. He said that there was a guy come in, was interested in buying the display. He actually had to go through corporate to confirm whether or not he could sell it. And I'll play this. They don't have a display for 72-inch right now. They sold it.
Yep. I've
This
been looking.
goes for the 44-inch box, Mater.
Well, 44, they're not doing much. I mean, the big one is going to be your 72 and your 56. But
I've been looking at that Hercules line lately.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Well,
This is
I
strong
need
tools.
I need to replace my 1/4 inch impact. You know, driver impact.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, you're breaking up, Ed.
I'm breaking up.
Yep, and your video's even frozen.
That's you.
No, it's frozen on my end too. Oh,
Oh
he's in.
yeah, yep, it is.
Like,
Somebody get him out of the freezer.
Mr. Roboto.
Yep, he's frozen and doing the robot voice.
Mr. Roboto.
Yep. But now, Jeff, how big of a now what you're looking at? What, the 44-inch?
U.S. General, the 44-inch.
Okay,
I show
I
you
don't-
it, but I can't get Harbor Freight to come up on my phone.
right. Well, I can bring it up here real quick.
Mater's got the catalog downloaded there, Jeff.
I can bring it up here on my computer. All I gotta do is open up another tab and everything.
That's like yesterday. I was trying to get Northern Tool open on my computer. It would not do it.
Right. Okay. Well, right now, now the 44-inch is not on clearance. But I know the bottom box is like $580, and top box is $400. So you're looking at $1,280 for both. But now, if you could get lucky to find a store that's got the 72, then series, the series 2, for that, you can get a damn good deal.
This piece of junk fucking phone won't even do that. It's starting to be just like the old one.
That's like right now they've got that the new in locker. They've still got that, but they've got it for $300. I know I got mine for less.
That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, the in locker.
Yeah, the end cabinet.
All right, now are you looking at the 16 or the 22, which is fixing to come out?
Well, I've never seen the 22 yet.
The 22 is one that's supposed to be coming out May 1st. That's when
That would
all
be
the
tomorrow.
right. That's when all the new stuff is going to be out.
Yeah, we see you moving there, Ed. So
Yep. We can see you moving.
Oh, okay.
And we can hear him talk now.
We can hear you now too.
Awesome. For some reason, my computer went over to Wi-Fi instead of being hardwired. Don't know why.
Huh.
I have the Wi-Fi shut off. It's only supposed to be on the plugged-in connection, but for some reason it was on there. So I don't know. But
I like a hard wire on a laptop instead of wireless.
That end cabinet meter, can you flip the door around so it opens right or left, or does it only go one way?
You can get it where you can have it open either way. I've got now the one that I've got the series 1.5, I guess you'd call it. Because it was in, they had the first one had like 2 small drawers at the very bottom, and then they went
got one.
Right, then they went to having one, and which is what I've got. They actually stopped carrying it. They went to what they've got now, in which I've done the video on that one. But now this one's fixing to be going away because they're coming out with the Series 3, and instead of being 16 inches, it's going to be 22 inches in width. But yeah, you can flip the door to either side. The only problem is that's a lot of screws you got to take out.
Really?
Yep. All you're doing is you're unscrewing the hinge from the one side, then you're turning the door, flipping it upside down.
Yeah.
Everything, and then screwing it in on the other side.
Is it a piano style hinge?
Yeah, It's got piano
Okay.
style.
Hence the lot of screws. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you mean 22 inches, you mean what? You mean deep?
No, they're going width.
Wide.
They're going from 16 to 22.
Oh, the lockers.
The locker, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, like I said, I got lucky to get mine. Now I got mine. It was, I think mine was like $249 for my in locker. And
You
it's
got a real discount then, because they're $2.99.
Well,
Three
see,
something usually.
right. Well, see, the thing about it is, mine is the older version. It's the older series. So the one they've got now, which should be getting discontinued because they got the Series 3, that was actually different design and everything than what I've got. Because that one, the new one they've got out there, it's got those rib nuts inserts up on top. Mine doesn't have it. And supposedly it was for the way to get them painted. And I'm going, hold it. You're coming up with a new way of painting when what was wrong with the old style? And here you're coming up with new tooling and new way of painting something that was working before. That they don't make any sense.
No.
And now I know when I wound up doing that live stream, I mean, months ago, about the Series 3, they actually, you've got the bottom box, you've got the hutch, you've got the end locker, but you've got extra cabinets up on top. And so now they got to get bolted to the top of those lockers. And that's what the thing they were doing with the Series 2, but Series 3, they've actually got them bigger.
Troy said it's only the 72-inch series, three bottom and top and hutch, or I'm sorry, 72-inch series is coming out. The 3 bottom and the hutch is coming out
Right.
in May. The rest of them are coming out later on.
Right. Some of the other stuff, the locker and cabinet, I think won't be till like September, October. But it's just going to be the 72 they're going to roll out first. But the 52 inch are 56, and they are doing, from what I understand, 44. The 26 or 22 or whatever, they're not changing that.
But yeah, like as I was saying about the Hercules tools, I've been looking at those real hard and heavy because I need to replace my 1/4-inch driver impact. And I was going to go with the DeWalt because that's what the platform I have. But I'm going to have to change batteries anyways. So I'm liking those. I'm liking the reviews and stuff on them, the Hercules brand.
Oh yeah, they're
And
great.
And I
Them
found
guys like Tool Shop Talk or whatever. They test them and all that. Like and the other guy, awesome. Hercules is by far top tier right now.
Well, another guy I watch, Fab Rats. Harbor Freight actually sent him the full line of all the Hercules tools that they have.
Wow.
And he's actually been putting down his Milwaukee grinders and picking up the Hercules because they're faster. The batteries are lasting longer.
Yep.
And everything. And so, somebody that, like that uses them every day, when he's laying down his Milwaukee ones and picking up the Hercules, that's a pretty good statement.
That tells you something. Yeah.
I'm looking for it right now. I'm on their site still. Found the drill. There's the impact. Only thing I haven't found was 1/4-inch impact yet.
It's the
very last thing.
Yeah. Well, they're somewhere online. Because they were advertising tool only. Then you had to buy the charger and you had to buy the battery.
Right.
Somewhere I seen they had a package deal. It's the same. It's not a cheaper model or anything like that. It's the same impact driver, with a battery, with a 2 amp hour battery, and the charger for like $200 or something.
What you're looking at, you're talking about is that right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
Like,
that's not bad, but now you do have to go get a battery and a charger.
well, like I said, right there it says you can choose the tool only or the kit. I was actually looking at the kit, and I think I want to say it's like right at $200, and you actually save money by buying the kit over buying the battery and the.
See, now there it is with battery.
$100.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's not bad.
yeah, the batteries are like $45 or something like that for the 2 amp hour battery. So
Right. And this one comes with a 2 amp.
right.
Now, what's really weird is I've seen where you can get the what was it, 12 amps? Let me go back here and look. But I think it was like a 12 amp hour battery.
I'm a modern man for the millennium.
Let me go back here and find it. 4 amp, 2.5. Let me go back to page 1 because I know I found it on here. And they're covering that battery for
2 years.
It's 3 year on the battery, 3 year on the charger. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 year on the tool, I think it is.
Well, no, it's 5 year on the tool.
Or 5 years. Yeah, 5 year on the tool,
Wow.
3 and 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So they're basically doing the same thing like Cobalt. Because Cobalt, now you can buy tool only, but you can get the kits and everything, but they cover the tool for 5 years and they cover the battery and the charger. Okay, so that one there, because if you buy, how much was that tool only?
67, 69.
Let me go back and find it.
69.
Yeah,
Was it?
69.
Okay,
99.
say $70. Okay, yep. So you buy that. Now if you want the charger, let me go back here and find the charger. It's like $45.
Mm-hmm. Right there, you're at $100.
Yeah. And then you go to buy, say you want the, now what size battery?
Well, the first
I think that's a 2 amp hour battery that comes with it.
Okay. $25.
Mm-hmm.
So buying it by the kit, you're going to come out better.
Right.
But now if you want, they do have a 12 amp hour, $130.
Yeah. Do you ever see them 12 amp hour batteries?
I can imagine how heavy they got to be.
Right. I want it for lightness and ease of use and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, like a 4 amp hour would do you justice. Big time.
The 2 amp hour with an extra for $25 for an extra battery. That's gonna it's a quick charge, or not quick charge, but it's like an hour charger or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It should let for what I'm doing. I'm taking out nuts and bolts and stuff like that. I'm not running 500 screws or anything like that. So it should do just fine. I want something that's worth the money. For nut breaking and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, if that Hercules, I know it's got more power than my Hart quarter-inch driver, and my Hart undoes the Jeep lug nut. So I know that Hercules undo lug nuts. If mine can, Hercules can.
Now, what's that one channel? Was it Torque Test where they do a review?
Yeah, Torque Test and the other guy.
Yeah, that's one. They did it, the brand new Hercules, and they were surprised how much power that little sucker's got for being quarter-inch.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
it showed up Milwaukee.
Yep.
It did. It showed Milwaukee up big time.
It showed up Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Makita even.
Yeah, so I think that's the brand I'm going to go with. just let my Chicago Electric one just fade away in peace.
Yeah.
It's been good to me.
Let
And
it rest in pieces.
I would keep that thing if I could get batteries for it.
But you can't.
You cannot find batteries for it anywhere.
What about batteries or more or batteries plus?
You can buy the cells to redo them, but you can't. They don't have the battery itself,
Oh, okay.
and
What
I
size
can't.
battery was it using?
The NiCad batteries, I don't know, and there's nothing that matches it close enough that you can adapt it to. They don't make an adapter where you can use like a DeWalt battery or anything like that for it. You
Huh.
know, so, but I mean, I love that little thing. I mean, I've used the piss out of that thing. You know, I bet you I've ran a couple thousand screws with it. I don't know how many nuts and bolts and everything else, and it's been covered in oil and grease and grime and dirt and mud and water, and it don't owe me anything for what I paid for it.
Right.
The only problem is it's got the battery. You can't get any more.
Right. I've got one battery that will last 15, 20 minutes, tearing something apart.
Right.
The other two, I can put them on charge overnight, and they're dead in just a couple minutes. But luckily, that's the only tool. Well, I've got my big 1/2-inch Chicago Electric Impact. That wasn't worth the price I paid for it when I bought it.
Yeah.
But I bought it on the closeout rack, back in the day. And I mean, it served its purpose too. But yeah, it don't.
See, now, like for me, if I wasn't already tied up in the 24-volt Cobalt line, I'd probably be going with the Hercules myself as a DIYer, and everything.
Right.
And I mean, it's got the same warranty, and price-wise, it's coming out a little bit cheaper. Because I know the cheapest I can get through, like the Cobalt, I can get the impact driver, the drill, a charger, and one battery for like $150.
Right. Now for my cordless grinders and my cordless circular saw and stuff like that, and Sawzall, I will be buying the adapter for the 20-volt DeWalt batteries to plug into the old style 18-volt units.
I wish I could get an adapter to work this DeWalt air compressor off my Cobalt batteries.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It'd be perfect because then I wouldn't even really be complaining. Because that's the only drawback. Because damn DeWalt batteries for this thing is just so expensive.
How many volts is that DeWalt battery or that compressor?
It's at Flex 20. It's a 2060.
Oh, so you can go 20 volt, 40 volt, 60 volt, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But I think the only place I can go, I'd have be able to get them is Home Depot. That's the only thing. And for two of them, it's like $240, I think. I'd have to look again. But I'm going, damn, I go over here to Home Depot or go over to Lowe's. I can buy a couple of Cobalt 4-amp-hour batteries for $100.
Right.
Now, Cobalt came out with a little air compressor like this one, and 24-volt. You wouldn't hear me complaining because I got plenty of them batteries.
I got one of the Milwaukee, the larger of the two. I've got one of those at work, and I love that thing. That thing, is awesome. But the only reason I got the Milwaukee one is my boss's boss, I guess you'd call him, is a Milwaukee guy, and he's got one. And I just wanted to buy like the DeWalt one that went with my platform that I already had, which I already have Milwaukee batteries too.
Right.
And he said, nope. He said, get the DeWalt or get the Milwaukee one. I got one. He said, you won't regret it, and I don't.
Right.
I think one of the coolest things I love about it is hook it up, set your pressure, hit the button, and I can walk away, and that thing just airs it up to the, and it will air it up to the pressure and shut off, and I don't have to be there like with an air tank and stuff. And some of the bigger tires, when you're using an air tank, you can only get it like half full. Then you'd have to go back and get another tank of air and go back up, and a lot of wasted time. And so, and my air tank at work is 20 plus years old, so it's on its last legs. I don't trust it. I wouldn't air it up more than like 60, 65 pounds.
That's true, Briggs. Yeah, Lisa just got an ad.
Lisa just got an ad, and then Ben said he got another ad break too. So, well, we're at our hour anyways. Jeff's still here. I don't want to pay him any overtime, so we're gonna shut this down.
Okay.
You're muted, Jeff.
I appreciate everybody being up on panel and everything, and we will talk to you all next week. Friday night, Daryl's. We'll be there, and Saturday night if Mark has his live stream. He was a little late this week, but he had one. And Monday nights, Mater's Workshop will be there. I'll watch it the next day because it's my bedtime. But
Yeah, you're doing it.
Yeah, I actually do. I put it on my tablet at work, and I let it play while I'm wrenching at work. So,
Yep.
So everybody have a great night, and we'll catch you all next week. Love y'all, and have a good one. Take us out.
Appreciate you having me up.
No
Good
problem.
seeing everybody tonight.
All right, everybody. Y'all know the routine is good being north of the grass. Stay safe. Be that way. Be safe. Stay that way. All right. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Blue Top.
See y'all.
Good night, everybody.